So we are set and ready for this middleweight contest. We look at the tail of the tape, Vitaly Nemchinov. And again, the picture's the wrong way around on the graphics. So, but you look at the tail of the tape there, height and reach goes with Nemchinov. And they touch gloves. Nemchinov in the blue corner, Байсангур Вахитов in the red, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Brad Pickett calling the action here for ACA 106. And already Nemchinov letting those hands go early, warning Байсангур if he comes in. Oh, look at that low kick. That's hurt him instantly, Brad.
Yeah, he seemed to buckle a little bit there. I mean, Nemchinov is going to have to try and time something to get this down, because the more you keep it on the feet versus Nemchinov, you know how devastating with his striking.
And you saw he literally, overhand left just misses there from maybe hurt Nemchinov.
Yeah, it's put him on the back foot. That's the thing, he didn't change his level at all when Байсангур got low. And I say Байсангуr throws hard, he plants his feet when he throws. But I do feel he doesn't want to take this into a gunfight. He's going to want to use his wrestling. If he looks back at the fight with Nemchinov, you know, fought against Peter Strauss, it was a very competitive fight, but he just got out grappled in that fight. And you got to think sometimes as a fighter, you know, if you want to be sensible, you go to the easiest way to victory.
And already some blood on the face there of Nemchinov after eating a couple of those big overhand lefts. Oh, another one coming through. Байсангур is throwing everything in these punches and these big looping hooks.
Yeah, he's looping very well. And again, you saw there, this is like overhand rights, and this is the thing where he's doing a good job. His level's changing, and he's throwing some big shots. Now, if he wants to, ever choose to, because Nemchinov is not really changing his level one bit. If he will change his level, he's just going to get in and shoot on a double. Easy.
Nemchinov looking for the takedown. Whoa, that is unexpected.
Indeed, that would surprise me.
A long shot as well, Brad. Well outside. Showed his athleticism, but Байсангур Вахитов coming from that camp over there in Grozny. Wrestling is second nature. Would like to see Nemchinov go back to those kicks, that outside kick behind that lead left leg of Байсангур caused such damage with just one.
Yeah, but he done that from orthodox sort of stance. Now he's switching to southpaw. A lot of damage already above the right eye. I think that's the third one tonight. Right eye seemed to be cutting pretty bad. He's back to that orthodox stance. Maybe you see him throw one of those low kicks, but he might be also be a bit wary of maybe getting taken down from one.
As you said, you can see the cut under the right eye there of Nemchinov. Now, Nemchinov back in that southpaw stance. A bit of hand fighting going on there, but you see Nemchinov keep trying to grab that lead glove, that lead jabbing left hand of Байсангур. Yeah, what's the game there? What are they playing?
I think Байсангур now is playing a dangerous game. He's letting Nemchinov kind of get himself back in at the moment. Nemchinov was hurt, you know, but now he seems to like let him grow in confidence. And like you say, when you have two of these mental sort of battles where people, you don't want them to grow in confidence. Otherwise, another good little overhand right in that exchange by Байсангур.
You can just see how powerfully set Байсангур is. Oh, nice body kick, but what a takedown. Turned the corner, and now 1 minute 15 seconds with Байсангур in top position.
Yeah, that was beautifully timed. Just caught the leg. Was it pretty much, like I say, an easy, straightforward sort of takedown.
Talking to each other in there as well, Brad. Trying to step over now, Байсангур, progress that position.
Vitaly's got just a close guard here, opening up, maybe trying to get something. With doing so, he's let Байсангур past the half guard. Can we see him go to half guard, or is he going to stay in here? For me, I think staying in half guard is a really good position within MMA just to keep the guys, get people down, and land some good ground and pound, because you're controlling both sides of the body, you're controlling the legs as well as the upper half, where sometimes when you do pass full, unless you want to go straight into mount, I can take that all day long.
Oh, heavy hips though, and literally drives his chest onto the head and then into the mat of Nemchinov. Yeah,
time's going to be on the side for Nemchinov in this round. That's a bad position to be in.
Might be the sweetest sound he's ever heard with Байсангур on top of him in that mount. Very interesting first round there. Impressed with Nemchinov and his striking to start with. The outside leg kick almost took Байсангур off his feet. Then Байсангур started throwing looping shots. You can see the damage on the face of Nemchinov there. And then finally got it to the mat.
That's the first kick. It was spanning him. It's going to complete 360. But look, you see here, within those exchanges, Nemchinov does not change his level one bit, so his head's always there to be hit. With Байсангур's, and you see that how hard he throws with his feet applying, a bit like Tyson sort of style, where your feet applying and you throw big shots. And that's a very surprising double leg attempt here. You see this and that, and like the end of that round is very easy single leg takedown here, catching off the kick, and then we saw him slide through his guard, go straight through into mount.
Tough end of the round there for Nemchinov. But when you talk about, there's some damage there. Is that, I didn't actually spot that before on
Nor did I, Brian.
There is a cut just on the eyelid and underneath. Not sure exactly when that happened. But I was about to say, when you talk about the mentality of a fighter, Nemchinov comes from a special forces background, worked, trained, lived that life, and mentally what he had to go through to achieve that level in the military was something else. So I'm sure mentally he's going to be one of the toughest fighters to break. But now we kick off round number 2. Nemchinov, blue corner, Байсангур, Вахитов in the red. Both wearing a bit of damage, Brad, as well.
Yeah, started off the second round pretty much the same as the first. Come out with a good low kick, and now he's finally at home for it. He's got to set up a little bit better than the last one, because he don't want to get taken down. Байсангур throwing with some massive heat then.
It's got to be interesting as well, because I reckon the corner there of Nemchinov will have called for that leg kick more. I don't think Nemchinov realised the damage he caused with just one kick in that first round.
We can see the damage on the leg. You know, he's just on the knee, and there's only like, if you add them up, that's the fourth kick he's thrown.
Also keep an eye on that right eye of Байсангур Вахитов. That is filling up.
Oh, a good little bite in the neck maybe. He's not fighting the hands, or is he? In this position, it all depends on how the person's defending hands. If you've got good hand grip, he's going to spin around to the back, which he did do. Obviously Nemchinov was doing a good job of controlling the choking hand. Байсангур did the right thing with doing so, spun around to the back. Now in this position that he was in, can he get through to mount again?
And again working from half guard. Seems to be a bit more urgency from Nemchinov, but the pressure that Vachitov... Oh, reversed! As I said that, Nemchinov waited for the moment. Great reversal there, Brad.
Yeah, very opportunist there. You know, just sometimes it's one of those ones where you just feel the person on top of you weight shift in a certain direction, and you just explode, and you could get out.
This is an excellent position now. Nemchinov taking the back of Vachitov.
Байсангур here taking a few heavy breaths.
Nemchinov trying to take the back. Oh, a little mistake there, and it was just opened the door about 2 millimeters, but that was all that Vachitov needed, and now drives back to his feet and in a great position. Superb stuff.
Yeah, indeed, Brian. It's like a good little battle here, tussling for position.
And it was just that little mistake that Nemchinov left that door open for Vachitov to turn it around.
Can Vachitov get his hands locked here? I can't see. Looks like they're locked. Nemchinov needs to try and pull with the elbows above the bum, turn it into a body lock, because at the moment I think he's just catching. Байсангур is just taking a little bit of a breathe here, then he's going to just go for a lift. No.
Readjust. Keeps the pressure though up against the cage. They separate 1 minute 55 seconds. Oh, Wahitov with that overhand right. Just misses. Oof. That right eye is closing though, Brad.
Just noticed that, yeah. It's not a problem at this moment, but a few more shots on it, it could become a problem within the third round.
When you're in the midst of a war, does that become a target for you, Brad, when you see those bits of damage?
Sometimes I would like to say so, but on the feet, not really. But if you're on the floor, yes, definitely. If you see something like that on the floor, you can aim a lot better with little elbows and little punches. But when you're on the feet, you just throw it and hit the head.
What a nice level change and takedown there. Good entry from Байсангур Вахитов.
Did a good job trying. Oh, it's going for a cross wrist maybe. If you can't get that, he's going to try and pull that elbow around, take away one of his bases that he needs to get back to his feet.
1 minute to play with here. Great position here for Wahitov.
Let's go around to the back here. Nemchikov trying to go for a Kimura. It's going to be really hard to finish this in this position. But you can threaten with it and maybe try and create a bit of space.
It's got to be hard as well against somebody as powerful as Wahitov to pull that out. Oh, he's managed to make some space. Wahitov has straightened that out.
Yeah, I think Wahitov seems okay.
Oh, now he's in mount,
He's in mount, so he's definitely okay.
Oh, another one of those driven chests into the face of Nemchinov. Oh, there's the escape. Great work from Nemchinov. And I have to say this, from the Struce fight to now, he has obviously been working on his grappling.
Yeah, very good. His opportunities, and like, for me, that mount, he stands up on one of his feet and he leaves so much space for you to come out the back door. So unless he was trying to set a trap someone and the trap he actually got out. But yeah, very strange mount position. That eye is looking very, very close now. Look
at the swelling there. The doctor there talking to him and asked him a question and he nodded his head. Oh, but then we look at some of the exchanges. This is early on. He had the bite on the neck. Wasn't able to complete on that. Good scrambles between the two.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, within the second round, is that eye going to play a factor? It doesn't look too bad as you look here now, but that is closing up, and every second pass, that could be a problem. I don't think it was fully closed, but this is that space to save by. He stands up and lifts the space, but Nemchikov saw it and exploded well.
Round 3 set to go underway. Excuse the pun, but we'll be keeping an eye on that eye because the doctor was in there. They're taking a good look at it, and you can see you can see the eyeball through that. But this is with another 5 minutes of potential battle to go in front of them.
I think he will survive. It's one of those ones I don't think you stop in a round, if that makes sense. You probably wait to the end of the round to have a look, and if he gets to go ahead to fight this round, I do believe that. Not saying it won't be a hindrance. I believe it will be a hindrance within that round, but I don't think the referee will stop it to bring the doctor in again to have another look.
We're set and ready for round number 3 here. Байсангур Вахитов in the red corner. Vitaly Nemchinov in the blue. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Brad Pickett, caught in the action for ACA 106, and Nemchinov now, he's looking to try and get this top position early. Great entry, Brad.
Yeah, I would say that was a bit of a strange tactic with the eye being closed. You would have thought you would put a wrestler on his back, and that's where they don't want to wrestle. They want to be on top. So this is actually quite good in my eyes by Nemchinov.
And they're still working hard to try and keep this position. We've not once talked about the scoring for either of those first 2 rounds, Brad. This has been close, I'd have to say. Wahitov first round, possibly the second as well, but close one.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm glad I'm not a ref here. But very, very good start after this round.
Well, already taken a minute away off the clock here. Nemchinov in a good position. And Vahitov not doing much from this spot.
No, yeah, he seems to be just maybe taking a breather, but it's very risky. Maybe he feels like he may have won the first 2 rounds, but you can't really, leave it in the hands of the judges.
I've got to say, I've called many of Vahitov's fights, and I've it's just under the chin, Brad. Oof.
That was a good little bite, but that's definitely woken Nemchinov up now.
Yeah, Vahitov certainly had to react quickly, did well to survive that look well under the chin. And you can hear the urgency on the corner there from Vahitov. They want him to rise and turn this around. And I was saying, I've never seen him dominated in the grappling aspect before. I've seen him in many fights intimidate, bully to almost a lot of his opponents. But Nemchinov is bringing it to him in this 3rd round.
Yeah, Vahitov, it surprised me that he's getting out wrestled here. But it shows like basically what people do outside of a loss, and Vitaly is going on leaps and bounds in that department we saw against Peter Struess.
And this would be one amazing way to bounce back if he can get a victory over, as I said, what was touted as the one to watch, one of the most feared fighters in this middleweight division.
Oh, that is big there, Brian, as well, getting that takedown.
2 minutes 20 seconds left in this 3rd and final round.
Yeah, really impressed here. He's got to do a better job of trying to tie those legs up if he can. A lot of people try and, Khabib, for instance, will try and like triangle the legs and get some good ground and pound in there. But here, I ain't complaining. He's doing a good job here, just punching, wearing on him, pulling him backwards, trying to trip him up.
And working hard. The pace he is putting on to keep these attacks going is very impressive as well. Look at the urgency. Vahitov's corner on there. Oh, that was lovely, Brad. Kicked that leg away and took it back to the mat.
Yeah, beautiful. And like, we're scoring this, and I don't know if he can score this if it keeps on like this. But it is all one-way traffic. I don't know if he could score this at 10-8. I don't think there's enough damage to be done, but it's definitely a very dominant round. The most dominant round out of all 3.
Yeah, I totally agree, Brad. And once again, Nemchinov takes it to the mat. Oh, referee warning about grabbing the mat. And Vahitov, mentally, he looks like he's broken now as well. There was big gasps there. Still trying to get back to his feet. But let's see what Nemchinov does with this side.
Yeah, he's doing a good job as he gets back up. He's like kicking the stand, the leg away, and dragging him backwards.
And again, wait for this. He's keeping his eye on it. Total awareness by Nemchinov.
He might come round to try and find a knee. Yeah.
Oh,
just
Brad.
I called that.
Brad.
I could see it, but definitely he couldn't. His eyes closed.
Oh, another one. Nemchinov connects with 2 huge knees that would have crumbled many a man.
Also, I think, Brian, that's right on that eye as well.
Look at this. What a 3rd round from that. Now we're looking at 10-8.
Yes, exactly what I was about to say, Brian. Now he's doing that sort of damage, and there's been nothing coming back.
And 15 seconds left in this round. A round that has been all Nemchinov from start to finish. An excellent entry to get the takedown, Brad. A relentless pressure and attack since he got it here.
I'm super impressed, and to do this within the 3rd round. I often say this: it's not how you start a fight, it's how you finish the fight. If these 2 guys are fighting over a pig, Nemchinov would be eating a ham sandwich.
And look at Nemchinov as he walks away there, cheered. You can see what that meant to him. And that 3rd round isn't just about the performance he put on there. For me, it's the leaps and bounds he's come on in those grappling aspects, because we talked about the Struess loss, his loss to Rodolfo Vieira. Both, it was holes in his grappling game. If you're going to make a statement about the work you've been putting in, go in against one of Grozny's best wrestlers, one of the most dominant forces, and do what he did in this 3rd round to Байсангур Вахитов.
Super impressed, but this was going to be a tricky thing here, Brian, because obviously we're in a 3-round judging system, So did he win the 1st round? Did he win the 2nd? He could have lost the first 2
1 and 2,
rounds,
yep.
and but then won the 3rd round. But like I say, if a 10-8 comes into play, technically it could be a draw. But then in the ACA we don't have draws, so this is going to be interesting to see which one this goes.
This is where the judges are put to work, and I hope for my money, I think Nemchinov took it the first round, possibly. Well, I think the first round Vahitov. We shall find out.
Единогласным решением судей одержал победу Виталий Немчинов!
And there we have it.
Ханты-Мансийский автономный округ.
And you can see just how despondent Vahitov is. A fantastic performance though by Nemchinov. When he goes away and watches that, and his coaches watch that as well, they will be, you can tell he's had grueling, unpleasant hours in the gym.
Всех болельщиков, всю команду поздравляем, ребята, с победой!